PEI Harness Racing Industry Association Autumn Series kicks off here in race number 2. Purse 4,000, field of 4 lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Over to Vance Cameron for the race call.
Son of Gracious, Windermere Kirk, Get Home Terry, DC Hammering Hank. Top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. Rough and pacing, Son of Gracious, Windermere Kirk, Get Home Terry, DC Hammering Hank. Into the turn they go, led by Son of Gracious. Second is Windermere Kirk, and he's going to keep coming. To get away third is Get Home Terry, and the trailer fourth. DC Hammering Hank on the backstretch for time 1. Windermere Kirk, the longest shot on the board, and Kenny Arsenault puts him right on the engine, leading by 3. Second is Son of Gracious. Get Home Terry continues third, and the trailer, that is DC Hammering Hank fourth. They arrived at the opening quarter in 30 and a 1/5. Windermere Kirk is the leader as they move round the turn for the first time. Second is Son of Gracious. Get Home Terry continues third, followed by the trailer fourth. DC Hammering Hank through the stretch approaching the midway point, led by Windermere Kirk. Son of Gracious is second. There goes Get Home Terry to the outside third. Trailing fourth is DC Hammering Hank. Halfway home in the second, Windermere Kirk in 101 and 2. From second on the outside is Get Home Terry. Racing third, Son of Gracious. DC Hammering Hank on the outside, the trailer with 3/8 left to go. They're well grouped. Up front, led by Windermere Kirk. Get Home Terry now right alongside the leader. DC Hammering Hank is taken over third, trailing at the rail. That is Son of Gracious arriving at 3/4. Get Home Terry on the outside, the leader. Windermere Kirk on the rail second. DC Hammering Hank third. Son of Gracious is there fourth. 3/4 up in 1:32 and 2. They're down to an 8th left to go. Windermere Kirk is battled back. Get Home Terry between horses. DC Hammering Hank up the inside. Son of Gracious, 4 of them across the track. Coming to the wire next. Get Home Terry. DC Hammering Hank for Crocker Kelly. Get Home Terry was second. Son of Gracious third. 2-0. 3-1.
Well, Kurt, what a way to kick it off here this afternoon. The PEI Harness Racing Industry Association Autumn Series. It was a great race. Kenny won at the front end with Windermere Kirk. Dale came first up. But you're 2 for 2 because DC Hammer and Hank nails them all late.
Yeah, those impressive last quarters from DC Hammer and Hank in those last 2 races sold me on this guy here today. And Dave Crocker Kelly gave this guy a perfect second oversteer following Dale Spence and the 3 Get Home Terry as Kenny Arsenault put up the early fractions of 30-1, 101 and 2 with Windermere Kirk, 132 and 2, and looming bold second over. Tipped off cover at the top of the stretch was the 4 DC Hammer and Hank, and he delivers here in race number 2, a division of the Autumn Series presented by PEI Harness Racing Industry Association. He gets up in the final strides with Crocker Kelly, giving a smile there to the camera at the end. He gets it done here in race 2, time of the mile. 2:03 and 1, and it is a maiden breaking victory for DC Hammer and Hank. We'll see them in the Red Shores winner circle in just a moment.
DC Hammering Hank arriving at the second race winner's circle by facing Gallon 3 of a proven lover. Off the Better's Delight Dam, Seafood Delightful. He's a homebred of Dave Kelly and Charlene Cypher, Springvale. Dave does the training and driving, and the colt has a maiden record today of 2-0-3-1. DC Hammering Hank in the Autumn Series.